guys. Okay, so today is simply a production day. I am going to be working in my journal, and I just thought I'd do like a little reveal so far. This is my vintage journal. If you've been kind of following how I've been creating this journal, and I've been doing various videos on how to do some of the techniques that I've created in this journal, and I'm just kind of doing a little show and tell here to show you what I've done so far, and then I'm going to do another page of this journal. So these are little embellishments that I made. I've got a little pocket in the front here that I added a feather, and I've got like a little flip tab here I can write on, so I've left lots of spaces to write on. I'm just kind of developing the construction of it. Excuse me. So as mentioned, everything in here I have created, and then I started assembling. I've got lots of little goodies. I've got a little tab here that sticks out the book with a little piece of lace, and you could put it down below if you want and have it hanging out. As you build up your journals, there's always, you know, a whole bunch of little goodies. These are some of my stamped fabrics with my mandalas that I've done. I always have in my Tinker journal. Added a little tassel. Here is one of my stickers from my collaborated sticker collection with Robin McClendon. That's over on our website at agartisansguild.com. You can download these if you like. I've got a little tab here with some stamps. I've just used some masking tape here. I've got lots of space to write, and I can always add. I don't like to, when I'm just creating the pages, to go too crazy with stuff, because I like to add with my writing after. Here I've created a little butterfly tag, and it's fastened at the top with a brad, and I just created this little tag with a butterfly and a little pocket here that just slips into. Obviously this little butterfly themed page. And then over here I've simply just taken a page out of a book, and I've vintaged it up. I added just a few little embellishments. Again, I'm leaving spaces where I can add. This is an interesting little part to the book that I've created with these little flip tabs. And on the back there's, you know, little things you can fill out. I just attached it with washi tape. In between I've got a little ribbon. I've got some writing down, and then a little flip up tab, which takes us over to our next blank page here that I'm going to start creating. And this is the page that has the accordion pop out in the back. Okay, so I'm going to do some embellishing on this page today, and you guys are going to join me. And now I'm using stuff. It's my Tinker journal that I talk about all the time. One of the journals I created. I keep all my little embellishments. I did some videos, if you're following me over on Patreon. You can see how I created all these little embellishments, and we're going to use these little embellishments in our journal today. And I like to flip through and just pick stuff out that I want to use. I have these little compartments with all kinds of yummy goodies in here. And then this pocket, what do I have? Oh, I have some charms. It's good to know. Okay, and then I've got this nice little accordion pocket with all my vintage papers that I've done a video on. You can see how I create all these vintage little prepped papers. I'm going to be using that today. More goodies in here, and then let's see, and then all kinds of papers and doilies that I've already prepped. So this is where I get all my little goodies for journaling. Let me just put that aside for now, because I wanted to pull this out, because this is a little embellishment that I made that I'm going to end up putting at the front of my book. And I love these because they just clip on. And so I created that. It's got a little pocket. How cute, right? So I just wanted to make sure that I added that to the front of the book. Okay, so let's turn over to the page that I'm going to be working on. And I have this stencil that I prepped with some glitter spray. And I was making some stenciled paper earlier, but I decided I love how the stencil turned out, and I'm going to use that in my book. And then I've got some just paper here that I'm going to use in it. And earlier I had stamped over at my friend's house, Robin McClendon, if you want to check out her YouTube channel. She's also an artist. She does amazing journals and jelly printing. She's the one that taught me everything I know, but making books. Anyways, I was over there using her stencils, and I grabbed this because I wanted to use it in my vintage book. And I'll get my distress ink out. I'm just going to distress this paper just a little bit because I hadn't had a chance to do that earlier. Just using some Tim Holtz distressing ink here to just age up the paper. It looks a little older. And what I was playing around with earlier is I wanted to put that down and then have kind of the stencil over top because it looked so cool. But I think I also want to do, I've got a couple stamps here. I've got some stamps that I've made. I feel like I want to put a stamp behind it. Do I want to put a little leaf? I think I'll do a couple little leaf stamps. Before I do that, let's add some glue. Get this page in there, and we can start building on top of it. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Oops. I think I'll put a little stamp here in the middle. And then I'll have one coming out here. Isn't that neat? Just have a little something peeking through. And I'll leave this side. I'll do something else over there. Okay. And I am just maybe going to take a little bit of washi tape to put across. When I'm doing my art journals, I'm just always trying to find ways to build up interest on my pages with layers. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky getting this down because it's a stencil, and I don't want to put glue on the back of it, so I'm actually just going to glue my whole page and get it down, and then the glue will dry clear, so I won't see it at that point. I just don't want a buildup of glue on my stencil. So let's see. Get my stencil down. Use my bone holder, just press it. You know what? I am going to take this off for now because it's kind of making my page bumpy. We don't want that. I want everything to lie flat. Can add it after. Okay, that seemed to work well. We'll let that dry. Isn't that neat? Look at that. And there's something different, eh? That's so cool. Okay, let me go over to my little drawer here and see what we can pull out. I've got all kinds of little tags. This is really cute. It's a little Matchbox tag that I made. And it opens and you can put little messages and stuff in there. So I don't want too much on this page because it's so interesting as it is, but I do need some kind of little pop of some sort. So I'm going to turn that around again. At the end, I'll definitely turn it around so you can see, but as I'm working, I do need to, you know, peek and check things out. I also have this cute little picket fence. Just kind of pulling everything that I have out here so I can see what I'm working with. We all do this when we're creating, right? Just peeking to see what I have. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one, definitely. So let me get a little bit of glue on the back of this. These little embellishments that I made, oh gosh, they're so cute. I had so much fun making them, and I hope you go over onto my Patreon account. It's just patreon.com/YvetteSt.Amant.com, so you can see how I created the embellishments. I'm going to have a little tutorial there, but it just, you know, using everyday things, and then I could put little tags in there. You can even stick something like that on the side. Put that there for now. That still has to dry, but I can still, you know, plan this page. And let's see what kind of papers I have. These are papers that I've prepped. This is wallpaper that I prepped. This is really neat too. I think I'm going to use the wallpaper on one side, and then let's see what kind of craft paper I have for the other side. I'll stick with green with a little bit of pink on the edge would be really pretty. Trim this a bit. I do like to tear a lot of my pages, so I think I'll just put a little portion over here. I always found it so interesting to see how artists art journal and do their creativity so differently. So I hope you guys enjoy just, you know, kind of watching how I put stuff together, and maybe you get ideas. You know, you might have another way of doing it, which is super cool, but sometimes we just need a little inspiration, right? So I hope I give you guys that, at least. This is, I'm going to be doing a variety of themed quarter flat journals. This is a quarter flat journal. And this particular theme is, of course, vintage, as you know, but I will have a series of other really cool themed journals, and one that I'm looking forward to doing the most is a Bohemian Beach journal. which I think is going to be really fun to create, and I can't wait to do that with you guys. Okay, I've got all these neat little tags. I think what I'm going to do is make a little pocket over here, and I'm going to use one using this paper that, or should I use Little Bird, that I did a little transfer on. And I'm going to do like a really tiny pocket because I have this cute little ticket stub that I want to stick in there. This is squeaking. Make it even smaller. Try to get something a little darker for the back. Too big. Bear with me. Just trying to find, you know, the right piece for behind here. Maybe I'll use this little piece. It says dream big. It's kind of cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold the paper over. Again, this is not meant to be a tutorial. It's literally just you're journaling along with me, seeing how I do things, and you know, get inspired. Just some different little things to create. And I'm purposefully making it pop up this way because I want the little tag to stick out. So get some glue on there. Just gonna stick this on the bottom. And then when I put the little ticket in, it's not falling all the way in the pocket because I actually glued it here. There's just a tiny little lip. How cute is that? I think I'll put this floral embellishment here. We'll just dress it up a bit. Get some scrap paper. Okay. Just going through my little bag here because I know I've got some ribbon. I just want to add a little ribbon to the page first. I know I had scissors, and they seem to have gone missing, so let me grab those. Different pair. Now I know you've all seen me use my fabric fusion whenever I'm using, you know, ribbon and stuff. I always use that, which I don't have on handy either, so I'm just going to use my glue stick. Works fine when you're just using regular ribbon that doesn't have like a lace on it. It's when you get the lacy ones that are a little more difficult. I'll stick there, right there. Got another cute little pocket here. Oh, this is one of those pullout ones.